Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Eric arrives at the high school in search of Holly but ends up finding Tate instead. The teenager claims that Holly left before the day was out. Just as he claims Holly couldn't wait to get away from him, Sophia enters. Sophia overhears everything, so he understands why she's furious and apologizes for alerting Holly about Eric's drunk driving. After advising Tate to give Holly some time to think things through, Eric heads off to find Holly. Sophia then approaches a cautious Tate and inquires as to his well-being. Though happy that he was let go, she is sorry to hear about his father. Like his mother, he doesn't deserve to lose his father. You have Holly, at least, for moral support. When he says, if only, she gives a small smile in return. Holly offers to assist EJ gather evidence against Brady in his workplace, but EJ doesn't think she can help given that Kristen took his car. She claims, Tate's dad is just going to get away with this. Is he not? They both commit to doing all in their power to hold him accountable. EJ questions her motives for being so adamant about pursuing Brady before she departs. Aunt Sarah uses a wheelchair, yet Brady is not held accountable. That is unfair, particularly in light of what Eric got away with. She is aware of what took place. EJ begs Nicole to assure her that he is truly sorry. She would not listen, though. Then he says he's off balance and that he got divorce papers from Nicole. He doesn't want Holly to start opposing her mother. That's too late. Nicole moved away from Holly to live with her new family halfway over the globe. Nobody attempts to separate Nicole and Eric. EJ understands, but he could not justify what he did to Jude. And Holly was just as deeply impacted as Jude's parents were. Terribly sorry, he says. It did, but she is aware that he was utterly enamored with her mother. Furthermore, Holly is unsure about her presence in the event that EJ had not received treatment while unconscious. Even though she isn't technically his daughter, EJ promises to always look out for her. She goes on to say that she believes him and that Eric did not spend much time in jail. EJ tells Holly he's really proud of Sarah and swears he'll give it his all for her. They give hugs. Brady is alerted by Kristen at the basic black offices that EJ is aware that she stole his automobile. She called her brother's bluff when EJ attempted to convince her to flip. Brady urges her to return and be honest with EJ. Brady, you can't be serious. Brady believes it will all end when Sarah recalls him while he is hypnotized, but she refuses. Brady retorts that Kristen fought for full custody and never allows him to see her, telling him to concentrate about Tate and Rachel instead. Well, I believe we should take action regarding that. She flashes back to EJ telling her she's still in love with Brady and wants Rachel to know her dad will always be in her life. Brady must promise her that he and Rachel would not give up on their futures. In her office, Marlena hypnotizes Sarah. That evening, Sarah sees herself strolling, hears a car scream, and spots a gray vehicle. Not Brady, though. Through the glare, she is unable to see the face. She takes a closer look. I recognize who it is. As Xander waits for Sarah to go into hypnosis in the hospital, Fiona suggests that perhaps it would be best if Sarah had to relive that night because she can't remember it. She is going to. Fiona tells him not to give up on hypnosis if it doesn't work and inquires as to whether he has thought of the possibility that Brady wasn't the driver. Not that Xander finds it credible, but Fiona sighs. She had hoped that Brady's case would be withdrawn so that there would be no trial and no need to relive the events. All they had to do was proceed. Furthermore, neither of them has led a life of virtue, but everyone is entitled to a second opportunity, don't they? As she describes the one she received from Xander, she starts to cry. She sobs, "I just can't bear the thought of leaving it all behind." Reassuring her, Xander says she's been a lifesaver. However, she has something to tell him. But Sarah emerges before she has a chance to speak. She claims to have seen a familiar person behind the wheel, but she is unable to identify them. All she wants to do is get home. By herself. After Sarah leaves, Fiona apologizes and tells Xander that she didn't really have anything significant to share with him. He says something crucial has come up at Titan after checking his phone. "I am the only one who can handle this." When Kristen arrives at Marlena's workplace, she is already collecting notes regarding Sarah. Rachel sends John and Marlena an invitation to Rachel's school for Grandparents' Day. She then informs Marlena that she would like to review the custody agreement she and Brady had. As she gets older, Rachel's relationship with Brady is going great. Moreover, Kristen is sick of playing the villain. But Marlena wonders if she really feels that way for Brady. Kristen acknowledges that her emotions toward Brady have wavered between love and hate. She may never really move on from him, despite her best efforts. "All right, thanks for everything," Riley, Marlena observes. And assure Rachel that both John and she will support her. Sarah is wheeled into the Kiriaki's living room by Fiona, who offers to clean up the celebration while she gets some rest. Sarah radiates positivity in the face of adversity, which inspires her. Fiona finishes cleaning up while Sarah thanks her and heads to bed. She notices the bat is missing almost instantly. "Oh, no. No, 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 please." After Victoria's party, Days Fiona chats with Sarah in her wheelchair in the Kiriaki's living room. Xander tells Brady as he enters the basic black headquarters. Sarah was unable to recall who had killed her. Brady has just written his letter of resignation, but he knows he's probably there to fire him. Xander tells Brady he's going to put him in a wheelchair as he reaches outside and grabs the bat. Brady can rant all he wants because Xander sent his employees home. Brady is sternly warned by Xander not to play the martyr as he accepts what is about to happen. It's for all the tears she wiped away, thinking no one was watching. He begins to trash the office before telling Brady he's going to turn into a human piñata. Fiona appears and tells him to halt just before he hits. With a bat in hand, Days Xander sneers at Brady as he yells at Basic Black. Eric arrives at the estate in search of Holly. Instead, he locates Sarah, who offers to let Holly know he was there. She understands that he is there to help Brady. "Sarah, I apologize. I apologize profusely." After discussing Victoria's birthday, Sarah remarks that both of them have wonderful families and happily ever afters. There are still many blessings, even though she is currently adjusting to the circumstances. They give hugs. Fiona assures Xander in the closing seconds of the show that he cannot harm Brady. He has a wife and daughter who depend on him, and he will go to prison. "Just find me a good attorney," Brady encourages Fiona to simply leave as Xander begins to swing. Rather, she storms up from behind, crying, and snatches Xander, telling him she has to make a confession. They both give her a perplexed expression.